Good evening and welcome to evening prayer with the people of Trinity United Church in Prince George, British Columbia. We're really glad that you're able to join with us this evening to acknowledge all the aspects of our lives that we've experienced this day. The challenges, the affirmations, the moments of joy and the moments of sorrow, and everything in between. It's an opportunity to name those things for what they are and place them into the crucible of God's grace, trusting that something different, something new, something life-giving will be born from that experience. Many of you know that today is the 19th anniversary of 9/11. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time dwelling on that as much as acknowledging that it is that day, that anniversary, which for many folks is very, very important. It marks a transition in our society, a shift in a fundamental worldview. The once impervious North America was all of a sudden vulnerable. The way we looked at one another changed. The way we worried about who was who and who belonged to what religion and what they might be doing or might be saying all of a sudden became even more enhanced, more obvious maybe than it used to be. For many of us, it has shifted the ways in which we intentionally engage in building bridges across communities, across religions, across denominations, across neighborhoods, across fences. And so today I do want to acknowledge that it is the 19th anniversary of 9/11. But the way I want to do that might seem a little different. I want to share with you a prayer from the musical Come From Away. It reflects on how folks experienced Newfoundland when all those planes got grounded and all those travelers were stranded. It's dedicated to my home province, the place where I will always say I'm from, and the way that the environment there, the sheer nature of life on the rock, shapes who you are and your worldview. I'm not saying Newfoundlanders are perfect. Well, we're close. Having said that, there's a question in the midst of the prayer as a quote from a story that I think could help us ponder 9/11 in a different way. It's a story where the person acknowledges that there were so many stories that disappeared when the Twin Towers fell. The question is, what story do you have that you haven't shared with somebody that if you died today, for whatever reason, might be lost? What stories do you have within you that need to be told, that need to be shared with the next generation, so that we make sure people don't forget? The lessons learned aren't forgotten. The experiences are shared. And so I'm going to invite us to listen to the song. It is a musical, and the narration. And then from that, we'll shift into our prayer for this evening. And so without further ado, Come From Away and the prayer.
Lula walks me to church.